guys, how you doing today? This is Scrotitis, and we are ready to play some Minecraft. So, we are back at our swamp, and I want to give you a little bit of an update before we get into today's project, which is going to be a selector panel for our potion maker. We've basically laid out a whole bunch of stuff, and what do you guys think? Let me show you the first level. I really wanted to use this nether rack, or this nether brick in my design since it's so readily available now. But this is the layout that we've got so far, guys. We've got a little bit of inventory in all of our boxes. You can see the lights are on, indicating that. Spend some time in the nether. Now this one needs to be golden melons, so that one's gonna have to change. But all these chests that you can see here all have what the corresponding sign above it is. So then going down, we're going to have a staircase this sort of wraps around, and this is just going to be for looks. And but right now we can also use it to gain access to our wiring, and we're going to go over what this wiring is going to entail. That's what we're doing this episode, actually. So then down below here, the plan is going to be to have the alchemy stand right here, and have our selector panels then on either side. Similar to this, but not exactly. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Alright, guys, so here we are down here, and this is going to be our selector board, and we're going to have to go every other one. And we are planning on having how many potions? Oop, wrong level. We are planning on having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different potions that we can make automated. This middle selection, the nether wart, is the base for all potions. It makes awkward potion. And then these are the enhancements. Redstone making the effects longer. Glowstone making it, or adding it to the next level, the 2. And gunpowder making it throwable. So these are our base, our enhancements, and then the ingredients we need to make potions on either side. So technically, the selector panel that we're going to be making is going to be actually just 3 on either side. So I don't need, in looking at these, I won't need those last 2 holes that I dug out. Now, what I didn't show you guys is down below each one of these chests, I went ahead and put a hopper, and let me just dig this up and show you real quick. We put a hopper and a dropper. Okay, pretty simple. And what we did with this then is it is getting a signal, and that signal is preventing anything from coming out of the chest above it. Okay, so that's why the items in the chest are staying in there, because it's got a current, a redstone current. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have that button down below, which is going to stop this current here and allow the hopper and dropper to then pull an item out. Let me show you real quick how this is intended to work. So I push the button, okay, and look at that. Well, the whole stack dropped out. That's not that's not the intended design, is for the whole stack of stuff to flop out. Or was that? Oh no, it was just one. I didn't realize I had some in my inventory. All right, let's try that again. We got 49 in here, and we're gonna have this button push, and look at that. What we got? 1 melon. Perfect. Now, what it may do, and I'm not certain, it did take more than 1 out of the chests. Okay, so it took 5 out of the chest, actually. One that it dropped out. 1's in the hopper here, and 3 are in the dropper now. So that may actually impact what our inventory says we have. What we're probably going to have to do is get a pulse shortener. And what I mean by that is when you have a button And let me just show you real quick what a button does. You have this, for example, okay, where you've got your button and you got your redstone. You push that button. That redstone stays on for a while. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we need that to be rapid, just boom, boom, on, off, on, off. So we need to figure out a way to shorten that signal that we're sending. But basically what we're doing is we need each button to send out 2 signals. One is going to be for the item here, and the other is going to be for this right here, which is our... that's where our nether wart is. So what I've done here is I've run a signal down along the base here, and we've got a torch here which is going to have that on. Now we need to send that signal up to this dropper, the same as we did over here with this individual, so that when this button is pushed, this torch will go off, which then sends that pattern up this way, block into torch, into block with the torch above it, and along this path, turning this off, allowing that to come down. And then what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll have waterways. We'll have one waterway that goes this way, and we'll have another one that funnels from both sides into the middle here. That will then drop into a tunnel and into a hopper where our alchemy stand's going to be right here. So first thing that I need to do is I need to get down all of our wiring for each, and like I said, we only need 3 of these, so I can actually fill these up, and I'll get back to you then on what we're doing for a pulse shortener, okay? Alright guys, so this is what I'm thinking for our selector panels. Now either I'm going to do a picture with the potion above it, or I'm just going to do a sign with the word of what the potion is. I haven't decided yet. And then the extender panels I want to have probably directly below where they are or some way. I haven't figured exactly that out yet. We are still tinkering around with the wiring, so we're going to actually jump up ahead here to what happens when our items come out. So we need to block off the these holes that are going down, and the reason for that being is that we're going to need water to move our items around, obviously. So let's go ahead and just plug these up like this. Actually, we want them all to match, so we should probably do red, or not red, but the nether brick over here as well. Almost. So we've got this now, and we need to create a motion of that when something gets dropped, that it's going to come into this stream here and go in that direction. So what I was thinking actually was just using some half slabs like this on either side to restrict the water from flowing in here, and then doing actually half slabs like this as well, because I'd still like to be able to gain access behind here in case something breaks in the future. We want to allow easy access for our wiring, and then we'll have our water streams going this way, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should be perfect actually. Let's go ahead and dig down right here, and we actually want these to be straight shots down because these are our quick selectors. Okay, and this is the same then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have to have a sign here. Actually, looking at this, we might just want this waterway just to be 1. Now that I'm looking at this, we might just want to do it like that. That's probably going to work out better for us. Let's see here. We have any more half slabs? No. I'm going to go ahead and get some signs and some half slabs and maybe even some glass, because it would be kind of cool to see from down here what's happening up above. So maybe we'll put glass in these spots, and we'll see how things look from there. Alright guys, so this is what I've come up with so far. I kind of redesigned this just a little bit. We've got our, we cleared this out, and we're going to have water running right like this. And it's actually perfect right to there, where we're going to have a drop point right there. Let's test this out just by throwing in a sign. Say we got there. Oh, and I'm standing too close. Alright. They're going down. Can we see our signs? Yeah, we can see them. And they should drop right here is where we want them to drop. Perfect. Alright. We got both sides set up. We're going to put a water there, and it will do the same thing. So now we need to get a water stream going from this way. Let's replace those blocks. We want everything to be, everything that's shown should be either a stone brick or nether brick. We don't want any smooth stone showing. Bah, bah, bah. Caught my tongue there. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we've got that now. Okay. So we're going to actually have to take this out. And this one. Yeah. And I'm wondering if we should do ice at this level. Let's do solid blocks here. And we've got ice, actually. You know what? Let's just stick to regular glass blocks, just because ice makes things so tricky for lighting. I'd really like to stay away from that if possible. Okay, so that's going to be really low, isn't it? We might actually have to move our waterway up a block. I think we're going to have to do that. I'm going to have to take these out, move it up one, and move all this up one level, because then this is going to have to be there. Yeah, we need to conserve space down here. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and move this up one, and I will get back to you guys once we have that done. All right. Okay, guys, so we're back, and we've finished up a good bit of wiring work, and I want to go over it with you guys. We got our waterways on both sides set up, and as you can see, they flow exactly to this point. So that's kind of important. But let's go ahead and show you our wiring setup. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da. See if I can find a good angle. This side is actually... Oh, I forgot that I don't need that. But here we go. So here's a nice view of it. And basically what this is it's as close to a clock as you can get without a constant signal coming in. Basically what it is we just send one pulse into a clock, and that shortens the amount of time that pulse is active up top. The importance of that is for the hopper. If we have a short pulse for the hopper, then it'll only allow one item to go through, which then only one item can go through the dropper, which is very important because our storage system up top, if we had everything come through, now a solid pulse, whether it long or short, wouldn't matter for the dropper, but for the hopper it does. Anytime that the hopper has no signal, it flows items through it freely. So that's why we have this set up. And we've got these three set up over here. We've got the opposing side also set up. 1, 2, 3. The side a little bit more tighter, more compact, because I did it second, so I knew what I was doing. I didn't need to clear out as much space. And then we actually even did these two here. And this is going to be, remember, our enhancement wall. I believe this is redstone and glowstone, so this is going to be to... Oh, I guess I was too close. This is going to be to extend our potion, and this is going to be to double the effectiveness. Put it from a level 1 to a level 2. This is going to be our gunpowder, our splash potion, and this one we have not done yet. So I wanted to go ahead and take some time here and wire it with you guys. All right? Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is where is the signal first coming from. And that place is going to be our button. So let's go ahead and get it in place first. Boom, right there. There's our button. Simple enough, right? So next thing is where or what is controlling that. And as we see, we've got torches everywhere that there's a button. So you got a torch here, and what happens is you push the button and the torch goes out. Basically, it inverts the button signal. Okay, so now we need to bring that signal this way. And I believe we used 2 there. So then, right there, we've got that in place. Now we need to bring it up with a torch. We invert that signal. And we also then carry it through the block with a repeater that has a 2-tick delay. 1, 2, okay? Now the purpose of this, and it's kind of confusing, is, and you know, we need to get rid of that block so it doesn't get in the way. But what happens is, we're basically sending this initial signal through twice. It's going to go across the top and across the bottom. The bottom one is going to be delayed getting up. What that then causes is the signal that is last sent out to be shorter, because it gets this original pulse, but then this one comes through and it ends the signal. And I will demonstrate that. Let's bring this the rest of the way. We need to invert that signal once again from down below, and then we run our redstone wiring up to there, and that torch is powering the hopper, and then it is also inverted. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at this working. Now, ideally, when we push this, we should need to press it twice. The first one should load the hopper with 1, and then the second one should get the process starting. The reason we should have to push it twice is because the signal pulse is so short that only one item should get from the chest down, and it shouldn't get past the hopper the first push. Alright, so this should be our gunpowder. Let's give it a push. And we heard the click. Let's go ahead and see what our situation is and get rid of that dang slime, because he is just messing everything up. Oh, it's a big guy too. Perfect. We got him in the water. We need to dig this water deeper too. It seems like we're getting a lot of slimes from in there, and they're not dying because it's only 1 deep. So that'll be a project for me to do on my own. I still haven't de-slimed the swamp yet, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and knock this half stair out so we can check out the situation. Got 28 gunpowder in there. We've got 1 in the hopper and none in the dropper, so we're perfect right now. Let's go ahead down and press that button one more time. And make sure we listen here. Let me turn the sound up real quick. Did you see that one come out? I don't want that sound too high, because when the next slime comes around, it is going to be awful. But there we go. See, the gunpowder got shot out. Let me see if I don't know if I can get back there. Come on. Oh, I have full inventory. You know what? We'll leave the gunpowder. Or, you know what? Here, we'll get rid of this. There we go. And now let's head up real quick and, we're going to need those. Let's head up and check out our hopper and dropper again. The dropper, empty. Hopper, 1 item in it. So it's perfect. Works as designed flawlessly. Okay. So the next thing that we need to do... Oh, you know what? Before we move forward, I need to show you the wiring for the nether wart. And the reason that this is something that I need to show you is because when any of these side buttons are pushed, they also need to trigger the nether wart, which is right here. Reason for that is that, I think we've covered this already, but the beginning of every potion requires nether wart, or awkward potion, which is made with nether wart. Now, before we had this redstone wire at this level, and it was being signaled off of this torch. Problem with that was when you push the button, this one went off, but these two stayed on, and so this signal stayed on, and it never inverted, or it never turned off. So what we need to do is we've cleared out these blocks, and we put a redstone wire down, which is catching this signal, and then we have inverted it with this torch. Now this torch will trigger this bottom wire. So basically, each button is able to trigger independently without affecting the others, or the others preventing it from working. So let's go ahead and test out this one right here. This should be the sugar above us. I think I've already tested it. Let's see. So we push that. There's our nether wart. There's our sugar. And what's important with this is we need to make sure that the nether wart comes down first, and then these side ones, because this needs to make it to the hopper first. Now, speaking of hoppers, let's get up here and finish this off. We need to get our pathways and our water set up here. And this is going to be really simple. Oh, you know what? I'm actually too low. We're going to have hoppers in these two spots. We don't need the signs at all, which is kind of perfect. So let's go ahead and make a couple hoppers, and then I'll meet you guys back here. All right, guys. So we got some hoppers made, and let's get down to business here. So I'm thinking we have our brewing stand right here, and we need to make that. So, you know what? In order to save some time, let's just throw one right over here in the corner. Or maybe under the steps even. We'll throw one right there. Not permanent, just something to, so we don't have to keep running up and down those wicked steps. So anyway, blaze rod and 3 cobble make our brewing stand, as you guys are, I'm sure, are well aware. I have some signs here. I'm not positive about this hopper idea. Something that I am contemplating, but we probably won't get to this episode. So for the time being, let's just go ahead and plunk that down. And I do have 2 dirt. Get up here and put that down. Oops, that's not where I wanted that. We are going to need one there, but not at this moment. We'll get it. No. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, this is getting a little ridiculous. Hold on. Let's get it. Let's get a little bit higher. That should probably help. No. There we go. We got it, guys. All right. Whew. I'm sure that wasn't painful for anybody watching. Or I should rephrase that and say that was probably painful for everybody watching. So anyway, let's go ahead and get up top here. Should probably be easier to place the rest of these from up here. Okay. Need one more there. Okay. Did that work? I think it did. Yeah. And then boom, boom, boom. All right. Now the neat thing about these is that they will just flow one into the other. Let me give this a try. We'll just throw down something. Boom. Throw in some dirt. Some more dirt. It should end up down here. Oh, well, here because dirt's not accepted into a brewing stand. So, one thing I did want to mention is you could actually have hoppers the whole way around here. You would be able to have everything at the same level and save some space, but that's a lot of iron. I think I did the math, and to have them go from here and then all the way down coming out of each one would be something like 186 or close to 200 iron bar ingots you would need to make enough hoppers, and I just don't have the resources or think that that's worth the investment right now. So that's why we did it this way. I'm also going to have one there, and that's going to feed our bottles. But again, that might be something that we don't get to until the next episode. So anyway, we've got our hoppers in line. Let's get some water up top so that we can get our items flowing properly. And let's see here. We need... Well, it doesn't matter which corner, so I guess we could just do that. Let me go get another water. We technically should probably do 2 water sources, but it shouldn't be necessary with the hoppers that we have in place. We've got that one, and we should be able to... What corner? We did it in the back corner, so we throw one there. And that puts our items right in the middle. Let's give it a test. You know what? Let's throw a bucket in there. Okay. I think that, yeah, that covers our water. We need a whole bunch of these guys now. And by a whole bunch, I mean 6. That should cover it. Get that in place. Alright, water flow is in place. We need water bottles. And I'll be a monkey's uncle. What have we got here, guys? We've got some water bottles. Here's the idea I have for this. Obviously, this is far from perfected. But what I'd like to do, something like this. With a chest here, maybe. See, there's no redstone signals affecting... Ooh, I wonder if that will affect that one. No, okay, good, it didn't. Okay. So basically what I want to do is I need to give a signal here. And put... Put some bottles in there. And then what we'll do is... I don't know if we'll have a lever or a button or what we'll do. Something I still want to figure out. But let's just say for argument's sake right now we put a button on there. And you push your button. And you know what? That's not going to work. Let's... yeah, that'll do it. So, did anything go through yet? Yeah, we did get one to go through. But you push your button here. And you got one on there. Hopper, one. Push it again. Where are all the bottles going? Oh, shoot, they're all stacking. You probably need water bottles. That's probably the issue. But this is something I need to work out on my own. It's not something that we're looking to have perfected right now. But that's the idea that I had for that. Now, in terms of the water bottles, we'll probably have an infinite water source somewhere. There's no way that I know of. If you guys know of, please share it. But there's not a way that I know of to autofill these bottles. And you know what? Just get rid of that piece of sand. Give me that bottle back. Okay. We're almost there, guys. So here's the idea. We got this. We throw these in there. For the time being, you know what? We'll just leave it at that. And maybe we'll have an indicator light on this as well. That might not be a bad idea. I wonder if there's a way, if there's room to wire that. It would be kind of tight. We might have to move this a little bit. This is the inverter for the nether wart, by the way. I wonder if we can move it back some. We may be able to move this back. I don't know. Let's just... I'm rambling. It's just I get so many ideas popping in and out of my head, guys. I came up with this idea, and I was so excited to do it. So, let's get to it, all right? Let's load her up. 1. There we go. Okay. See, that's something. I'm not real pleased with that, but 1, 2, 3. Where's the rest of them at? And this one? Oh, there were only 3. All right. So, what potion do we want to make? You know, I really need fire resistance to go into the nether, but sugar is swiftness. So let's do swiftness. Or I'm sorry, speed. A speed 2 potion. Or just we'll do a speed splash potion. How about that? We'll really test it out. So we hit this. Our nether wart went in. Do we see our sugar yet? Is it in there? Oh, how did a bucket... Oh, because we tested with a bucket. I forgot all about that. Well, this is actually a really good idea. This is showing us right now how this is going to work. And the fact that this bucket is blocking it from going through. But the nether wart and the sugar all made their way through there. So let's take our bucket out. Boom. All right. Nether wart's in there. If we decide... if we decide that we want to make this a splash potion, should be able to hit our gunpowder. And that should end up down here. Oh, are we on to sugar? Okay, we got our awkward potion. So I'm thinking this is working, guys. Is it working for you? It's definitely working for me. There's our speed potion and hopper's empty. Gunpowder. We're going to have a splash potion. So I am super psyched, guys. Finally, I have an alchemy lab, and it's more than what I could have expected. We've got our selector panels. Well, we've got our smart storage. We've got our selector panels. And next episode, we're going to wrap everything up with some fine tuning, some decorating of our lab down here, and some purification. Maybe see if we can hide some of these hoppers and whatnot. But there we go, guys. Splash potion. And we got an achievement for being a local brewery. How about that? So anyway, guys, again, this is the Scrotitus. We have been playing some Minecraft. We've got our selected panels for our automated alchemy. One step left with our alchemy setup, and that's the water bottles, and we'll be good to go, guys. So I will check with you all in the next episode. We will see you.